then challenge. So we've already decided. So it's 24th of April. We've decided it's going to be cycle to Snowdon, swim the Ironman distance, and then run the marathon length. Well, basically the route of the Snowdon Ultra, which is 50K. So we're doing that with no digital technology.
Nope.
Just a backup one. If this were
No camera. One of them.
Why do we need a camera?
Disposable cameras.
Oh, all right. You just pull the camera. We can do that, yeah. But then we can't call it, because I wanted to call it the Iron Age, man. But like Iron Age technology, they didn't have cameras. They had a wheel, so we could almost justify the bikes. But you know, Iron Age is like, Iron Age is like 1,000 years BC, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can still call it Iron Age, can't we?
Yeah, but it's gonna be like the community, like the
Like
it's
the
gonna be like the
caveman
British thing. We're gonna be
overselling
overselling
that. Overselling it, are we?
Caveman. Because it was a play on Iron Man, right?
Mm.
Iron Man, but we're Iron Age man. That's why I asked the guy that I met at the conference that does these challenges. You know, the guy that I showed you with that does like the weird challenges of rollerblading across Lithuania. If he can help with the, because if we're going to be raising money, it does help if you can have a catchy thing and explain it to people. I do think Iron Age, man. So we're going, because when you tell people, it goes like, do you know what we're going to do on Iron Man? And it's going to be, you know, navigating on our own.
And survival.
Actually, do Iron Man competitors have to navigate themselves as well? Or do they have a set route? Like, do you have any markings?
I think you'd have markings, wouldn't you? I think there's like stewards and everything like that, isn't there?
Yeah, I think so. Because we don't want to be overselling what we're doing. Yeah. It's difficult to us. Some people fucking do that, no problem. Go away, Oreo. No food for you, mate. You're not gonna like the curry. Then planning wise, so that the next thing we needed, so we've mapped the route there and thereabouts on the map. We're not gonna be bothering now doing it.
We need to actually pick a route though.
Yeah, but we picked the route. That was it. Like what more can we pick? We drew it on the map. Why not that one? Why a better one? You know what I mean? Like we're just gonna be overthinking it.
No, but I think the ones we've drew on the map is different to where like Google Maps would take you.
Yeah, but are we gonna follow Google Maps?
We're not actually following Google Maps, are we? There.
Yeah, so fuck Google Maps.
No, but you can either ride all the way along to Newport and then go up, or you ride to like Cumbran and then go out that way.
Yeah.
Cumbran's like close to it.
Yeah. And so we're not planning to stop over on the bike.
We might need to, but I think we should plan to just try and get there in a day.
Yeah.
You don't ever get them stopping in the bloody Ironman, do you? I'll try it out for a few. Actually, I need a rest.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cool challenge, and it's a good prep for other shit. Obviously, like I really do want to. Because once you get on the bike, you realize how much closer things are.
Yeah.
And it is. I do feel like I can cycle forever when I'm on that bike, as long as I have food. Because wouldn't it be that crazy to be like cycling across the UK for jobs and for things, like when you need to go and do something?
I think it's a cool idea to do. Maybe go the day before or something.
It doesn't get more sustainable than that.
No.
Although
take some minute tubes.
Yeah, I was looking at those bikes that can generate electricity from brakes.
Oh yeah.
They were checking if you could generate power from pedaling, that actually then it might not be the greenest energy, because then you have to calculate how much footprint, the food that you're eating, to burn
Oh,
the energy to pedal. You
That's bloody ridiculous.
yeah, but it is like that, isn't it? That's what's
so
powering you. But that's what's powering you.
Yeah, but why is there gonna be all this shit around it? Like, you need food.
Yeah, you do
I
need
don't think you can go back to every little detail.
Oh no, of course that's not one. It's also not going to make as big of a difference as one flight a year.
Yeah.
That's literally what people need to shave off. It's like one flight a year. I'm exaggerating. I haven't done exactly that. But definitely, like the people going to Magaluf for the eighth time in the year.
Yeah.
They're not going to lose anything when they decrease that. So I don't want to go crazy, but because like the craziness is there. Like I've been at a conference where they were like, "Oh, do we need to go and do field research? Should we be traveling at all?" It's like the answer is yes. There isn't. I don't think people can get too sedentary. I definitely can't. Lose my mind. Just look at lockdowns.
Did you lose your mind then? Did you?
Well, actually, I was thriving because people were off my fucking back. I actually probably did
Left you alone.
ever. Yeah, I love people, but sometimes they're much.
Well, it's nice to get away, isn't it? And not deal with normal life for a little bit, isn't it?
But not in the way. Do you know what bothers me? It's always and that's why I think we should probably talk about how we met and why I feel like you've been such an addition to my life, because it's like you basically are the first person I've met that really hasn't been negging me. I say crazy things, but then I follow through, don't I? I do stuff. I don't just chat, but people normally when they chat this much, everyone's like, "Oh, they're just a con man or just whatever." And all my life growing up, I say something, and then people go like, "Oh no, you're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do that." Like I've grown up being told I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, and most of that stuff I've done. And it's like I never understood why people say it. I think it's just like the thing to say.
What, that you're not going to do it?
Yeah, or just like you know, like you.
Yeah, isn't it to do with that they haven't done it, and then they get a bit like they want to bring everyone else down to their.
I don't think it's like a conscious bad thing, but I think people just don't understand. Like active and like wilder people can do different things. Because I get really upset when somebody that's like more sedentary.
Or what?
More sedentary, more sitting down, like the people that are used to sitting down.
Oh, yeah.
For my job, I have to sit down a lot as well. And that annoys me. But to them, no.
They love it.
That's the best thing. And then they can just like chat and then not follow through on what they said. I don't work like that. I need to, okay, this is what we're going to do. Then we go away and we do it.
Yeah.
But, meeting you, it's always been like, I tell you I'm going to do some crazy shit. You go, yep, let's do it. Let's try it. So that's why we try shit and then see if it works.
It works, doesn't it? It's the best way.
Because think about it, how I met you was in front of Tesco's.
That's funny, wasn't it? I can't believe that.
I think that was a bit of, after lockdown, everybody needed to do that.
Was that after lockdown?
It was just after, yeah. I guess it was still kind of those in the.
I think it was in the middle. Actually, I think it was after the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I don't think anything, if it was opening, people were going down just the city, weren't they?
Yeah. Rediscovering human connection.
Yeah.
We all got weird.
Really
We all got weird staying at home. And some people never came back.
Weird. I didn't stop though. I thought it was really nice. Really quiet on the roads to work. I still got to see people at work, which is nice. It just felt sort of normal, but you had to do weird stuff like at work with your mask and all that. Yeah, it was quite peaceful.
Glad I met you.
You just drinking out of that cup there?
Oh yeah, the giant teacup. I love it. I have it in the background, so I have my setup here, and I've got the camera looking back.
Yeah.
And I always like to put something that makes no sense in the back for the people that get bored and start looking at what people are having behind. And I have this cup, and I wonder if someone.
I'm not bored.
No,
I'm not bored.
It's from that perspective. It might look like it's a normal size cup, but it's really far, right?
Yeah.
It's better than what What Emilia's boss? Well, it wasn't a boss. Someone. I think it was had on a call.
Mm.
They had 3 black kids eating watermelon on a painting.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like with this kind of thing, not realizing it's racist or knowing it's racist and putting it on.
Do you
Which
think
one's
he
worse?
put it there on purpose? Or is it just there?
But both, like, which one's worse? It's like, I always used to say this, for some things, it's better that you know, and it's intentional. It's like, you know, if you get mistaken for a hooker, is it better? It's actually better. Not to me, but to a girl. Oh yeah, I always get mistaken for it. But to like you're a girl, if you get mistaken for a hooker, it's worse if you're not. It's actually better that you're intentionally dressed up like that because you're a hooker.
Yeah.
So that guy, it's probably better to he's like, yeah, I'm a racist, so I have racist things, rather than being that stupid. You know?
You've ever been in someone's house where they got like racist things?
Oh, in Shrewsbury, there was this shop that had a little black kid with like a tray on the top of the head, with like where you drop your keys. I thought that was not acceptable.
People used to drive around with them. They like the gollywog dolls. Did you ever know?
Oh, I've heard of them, but I've never seen
People
them.
used to have them in the back of their cars and everything. You just see them like.
Yeah, let's not tiptoe on topics that are gonna get us in trouble.
Get us banned.
Yeah, you never know. Some people are watching out for no reason. Like, you're saying I'm not being racist, and then they go like, "Oh, racist." It's hilarious. Back to adventure talk.
Oh yeah.
So I've given you the
edit that bit out.
No, we're not editing. But we can't say anything. Like, what are we gonna say? Like,
no, we're not bad people, are we?
So giving you the Explore conference stuff, you can watch it if you feel like it. Dick Dastardly, you remember him?
Who?
Dick Dastardly.
Of Wacky Races.
Yeah, from Wacky Races. Him and Muttley, my favorite characters.
Are they?
Well, because they would always show kids that like taking shortcuts is the wrong thing, right? Because they would always be smart, and they would always be ahead, and then they would come back to try and fuck over others, and then they would fuck up. Yeah, like cartoon people who draw cartoons, they always
watched it because it was like cars and that. I didn't know there was a story behind it.
Well, I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
they always give you a bit of a
moral. Go and watch it.
Yeah, when you get the time, listen to the talks from the Explore conference, because we're going next year. I think yeah.
Is it this year?
Yeah. November 3rd to the 5th. I'll remind you.
All days. We're going for all days. Is that what it is? Like 3rd to the 5th, and we're going to in London.
Yeah.
Yes.
Royal Geographical Society.
Be nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be explorers. I'm telling you, like we're using this to prepare. I'm using it to think about what's the next projects to do as well, and then because I think there is an opportunity for people that are not gonna die out in the open, and there's money to be made as well. You know, like when there's expeditions, basic things, like someone needs to go in with them that is not gonna die, like in a difficult situation, like when you go to a jungle or a cold place, most people are at risk of dying. It's very risky. So we're robust enough to go into that. At least I'm really curious.
Where? Sorry, you want to go into the jungle?
Whichever one, man. Like, so how do you think we get scientific findings about like a new species? Someone has to go in and see them in the jungle.
Yeah, it's doing that, though, isn't you?
Yeah, but well, no, not really, because it's expensive.
So you want to go and walk around in the jungle and find new species? Yeah,
because like not whichever opportunity there is. Like whenever you get into a new job, you're not the boss at first, are you? So you go whatever you're told. So joining, first of all, being good enough to understand what expeditions are, getting connected enough around the community to get an opportunity, and then going with someone to learn the ropes. That's the idea over the next 5 years. Because
What's next then?
you can't plan that far ahead. It becomes just a pipe dream.
Once you do the challenge you're doing.
Oh, this year.
What about after that?
Oh yeah. This year I've got all of my goals set.
I've got it in my head that we're going to do the Iron Man age, and that's great. But I thought you wanted to do something like scientific. Whilst we're
Well, whilst we're doing it, because I'm thinking whilst we're doing it, the project is still dealing with uncertainty, like making decisions under uncertainty. Because my PhD is kind of in that.
Oh, wow.
You know, obviously I take it as like another type of uncertainty, like a lot lower uncertainty, like choosing where to live. But we're dialing it up. So when you dial things up to the max, you can really see the thing. So like, what's a good analogy? My thought is that if you want to study something that's microscopic in the hard sciences, you know, natural sciences, they use a microscope, right? They want to zoom in on the thing so they can see it in more detail. With natural phenomena, with social stuff, you know, like human things. I think some of the things, the only way is to experience it more intensely yourself. And I'm not saying that I'm going to say that's my data, I've got the other data, but I know what I'm talking about when I talk about uncertainty. Because, you know, 87 kilometers in, taking a shit and not being able to stand up after, when you stand up, you pass out and you're on your own. That's uncertain. That doesn't get, and you have to still make a decision about whether to continue.
You take toilet roll, yeah? Do you take toilet roll?
Yeah, of course.
Not
always. I actually always have toilet roll with me because after lockdown, you know, when I was running I used to have one with Boris's face on.
Did you?
Yeah, he used to say, "I got virus cure," and it was Boris Johnson's face. It was a homeless guy that was selling them.
Really?
Yeah, raising money. I thought that was very entrepreneurial.
What did you do with the toilet roll? Just leave it.
What do you mean?
The toilet roll?
I just wipe my ass and throw it away.
Chuck it away.
What am I going to do? Eat it?
You might be hungry.
It dissolves.
No, it does dissolve, but it ends up in the river anyway, doesn't it?
I mean, if you go over a marathon, you always need to take a shit because it's like longer than a day. Like when it becomes like more than half a day, and you have to eat a lot. I mean, some people don't eat that much when they go ultra, but I have to eat every hour.
Yeah, I don't know how well I'm going to do. I might have to take those rice cakes.
No. You need to start eating better food.
I know. I need to eat the night before and then go on like an empty stomach. So I'll start feeling sick and I'll throw up.
No, but this thing you can practice. So every time you go on your runs now, practice eating while you're running.
Yeah, but I don't know. When I go running, I eat rice cakes and it's all right.
Yeah, so
and like other stuff and like protein shakes and stuff like that.
Yeah, stick to the rice cakes and then introduce one new thing every time to try which one, because they're not the most nutritious thing, right? The rice cakes. They're decent enough.
No, all I'm going off is it's carbs.
Yeah, that's good enough. But I've got the porridge, which is really dry.
Potatoes. You have potatoes as well, don't you?
Loads of potatoes.
Every time I come in your house, there's a bloody tray of potatoes downstairs.
Hey, I have an English passport now. Yeah. And potato is the bread.
Isn't that an Irish thing?
Yeah, but also like, isn't that an Irish thing? You know, I treat you the same way you treat me. Everybody says we're Eastern European.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, from these islands.
Yeah.
I know it gets me in trouble, but everybody does it a bit. I know everybody is different. It's just a joke. And always the funniest thing is that other people from afar lump you together with the exact people you most of the times have been in wars with, because who are you going to fight but your neighbors, right?
Yeah. So you think that people group you up into Eastern European?
Oh yeah.
The knobhead Eastern European people.
Well, I mean, whatever. Well, fuck off if you think that that's straight away the stereotype. But generally lumping. I know it's not a great stereotype, which it's also the one that it's still acceptable to take the piss out of without people jumping and getting up in arms online. I've noticed. Like there's literally a few recent ones where it's like, well, think about the meerkats from Compare the Meerkat.
Yeah.
Well, they're making Eastern European accents for a British advert. If they were making African accents,
Yeah, but why are they doing that? What's he trying to do?
well, he's trying to be an Eastern European, like the meerkats. They're speaking Igor, and
Yeah, but yeah. But like,
European
why is he? I thought he was trying to be like a posh, sort of
Yeah, but it's still-
rich guy, and he's got a butler. He's almost like a playboy.
I don't think there's anything
he's
wrong
got
with
the
it,
butler.
but normally the internet would have been outraged about this if it was for one of the more sensitive cultures at the moment. So if it was if someone was making the Chinese accent,
Well, yeah.
do you think that would have been like someone would have taken offense? We just don't, because we do it to ourselves as well. We can, like when Borat came out, everybody was like, "Yep, spot on." It was like actually Kazakhstan have now embraced it. Kazakhstan use it on their visit Kazakhstan website. They have like #1 exporter of potatoes and stuff that he used to do.
Have you seen it when he goes to a farm in America and he thinks he's in a zoo? And he's like talking to the farmer about being in a zoo. He's like, "Where's all the good animals?" And he's just chatting shit for ages. And the farmer's just like looking at him like, "What is this going on?" Gets really pissed off at him in the end.
I don't know why they really let him get this far to it. I guess it was different times. People didn't know.
Back then, you could get away with anything. You could do whatever you wanted on TV, couldn't you?
Not even that. Didn't they figure out that's a con? Didn't they figure out most of the times he's like laughing like it's a bit over their heads?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a bit like Louis Theroux. I don't think he understood that when he's doing his documentaries, he always like turns to the camera and makes these faces. I'm like, these people can see you being a cunt to their face. Like, what the fuck? And he would be always like, oh, look at them being weird. It's like, and then the guy knows that you're looking at him being weird. Which is actually something when you're researching, is always a bit difficult. So I do lots of interviews, and you have to not pass the judgment. But you come across something people say that you might find odd or interesting.
Yeah.
And you want to engage in conversation. So it's always a weird one where you want to keep it as a conversation so people get lubed up, but they also don't get the feeling that they're being judged. Have you murdered it now?
Hey, he rips everything apart, doesn't he?
Oh. So
like your slippers.
I don't think we've made any progress today on the adventure, though.
We haven't made any progress since we fucking started, really.
Oh no, but like
have we? We haven't really.
I'm planning. No, I got a bike. And I'm
well, okay, fair enough. Yeah, right. And
we know when we're doing
it. Bike. We know we're doing it. We've sort of planned a route.
Yeah.
It's definitely all going to come together.
Yeah.
No, to be fair, we have made a bit of progress.
Maybe now it's time to get more detailed on the route. Before. Let's go to Snowden. How many miles did you say it was?
114.
140.
Let me check that again. Let me check that again.
How much is it in an Ironman? Actually, are we doing Ironman distance?
I'm pretty sure an Ironman was around 100 and something. Where? I'll check it now. Yeah, it's 113 miles to the centre of Snowdonia. We could just stop there. We don't have to go any further than that. And then So it's 112 miles cycle. For you, it's 180 kilometers.
For you, for all of the world.
For you. And then you like using our system.
It's not mine. I don't like it, but it's like for some stuff it helps to be consistent.
Yeah.
Do you build?
Yeah.
Do you build with the imperial system,
Um,
like pounds
No.
and stuff,
no.
or is it kilos? Well, of course, because kilos is a standard. You know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that if the whole world used the imperial system, it was still be
America
fine.
uses it though, don't they?
Yeah, but not for everything. They
I
go
fucking
the same.
hate that when they use the pounds in the weight in the gym, and it looks like you lifted more. They're like 207 pounds. I'm like, what? 200 kilos? What the hell are you on about? So we're gonna go across to, yeah, basic. Well, yeah. So we could go up there, or we could go up there.
Where is that?
Look, if I go,
Remember, we're doing this for radio, so we're going from Bristol, so along the gorge,
mm,
and then up through the bridge. Are we continuing here, or
Gorge.
did you say
gorge, what gorge?
the Avon Gorge? Is that not what it's called? The
We're not gonna go that way.
how come? Like along the river, under the suspension bridge.
We could go that way actually, and then go through Avonmouth. Yeah, we could do that actually.
Yeah, because
Go down and then go to Avonmouth,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then you
it's
go
different.
along the seafront bit, and
Just
then
'cause
you
it's
can get to the bridge.
prettier.
It's prettier.
Well-
Yeah, how disgusting Avonmouth is. It stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna come in and fact check us? Well,
um.
and then what we drew last time was through
Oh my god.
Carpilli.
Caerphilly.
Yeah. And then we're gonna stop on Brecon Beacons for the first stop for lunch.
Yeah. On second thoughts, mate. Second thoughts. I think Snowdonia is actually a lot further than what I think it is.
How come?
It says it's 143 miles.
Well, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
2 days then.
2 days. But no, hang on. Let's just go for one day. Let's just try and
We tried to do our best.
Yeah.
And then when our legs gave out, we stopped.
Yeah, then we'll stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 143 miles to get there. Anyway, yeah, that way on Google Maps it's saying go to Chepstow and then go up. But then we're going to miss out on the Brecon Beacons.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
So
well, actually, why this one? Why the yellow thing? Isn't there like is there a small road somewhere in the middle? Or cycling lane? Do you know what? I became a member of Systrans, so I can get the cycling paths. Is it offering you the cycling routes there, like the official ones, or is it just the same, whichever? On the Systrans website.
No.
Oh,
I'm here. Would you sign up to be a member?
yeah.
What the hell is that about?
It supports building cycling network, the cycling network.
So you donated?
Yeah. Because they're apparently building like a huge one, and they're also trying to make Bristol basically that so that a 12-year-old should be able to like cycle everywhere safely. You know, I think.
Oh, so you've got to sign up now?
What?
That never used to be a thing. Right, you'll have to get that then. I'm not really paying for that.
Is that for Systrans? No, for OS Maps.
No, it is on. It's on.
That's not overcomplicated. Use the paper map. Why are you using Google anyway?
Well,
just see it on this map.
Just to see.
Fuck it. Give up on it now. I'm telling you. 2 weeks without the phone had broken. So let's just stick to this. Why did we draw in the first time? Because I guess that was the two options. So let's just That's the decision we made the first time is probably the correct one. Because when you're making a decision that's like that, one might as well enjoy it. So this will be the first stop.
Yeah.
In Brecon Beacons.
And then I think we should decide there whether we're going to carry on or not.
Oh, that's. I'm thinking we a third of the way in, and yeah.
You know, if we're going to do half and half, you know, I reckon that I don't know, we probably could get to at least here in a day. I reckon.
Where would be another second coast? Actually, we could justify stopping to do the swim. Then
I think it's better to swim up there.
Yeah,
They've got the lakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've got lakes everywhere else, but maybe if we came across a lake, we could have a swim and then camp.
Oh yeah, man! Dipping your feet in water does miracles. On the 100K, that was my strategy. For like miracle. So that is the route. So where is going to be the second planned stop? Straight there.
I think that's the
like
plan.
an early stop, and then no, I'm just thinking like break it into thirds because
yeah,
you know, like today, for example, in the CrossFit workout,
yeah,
being able to mentally break things down makes it way easier.
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about, chunking it up. So if we want to do the full thing, then it's easier mentally to chunk it up into 3 because then we know we're gonna have the first stop to have a cool look around, the second stop something to look at. There's a lake here. There is a maybe as we're entering Snowdonia, so that middle bit could be longer because we get in a groove.
Yeah.
And then when we're in Snowdonia, we'll be like, we might as well go to the end. So we do it that way. 2 and then 3.
That's lunch stop.
Yeah.
And that's like sleeping stop. Maybe that could be a sleeping stop.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, basically. So is this the map that is gonna do it for us? We're probably gonna have to buy the OS maps that are like detailed. That you have to be like 3 or 4 of them to capture that area.
What's that?
You know, from the actual map we're gonna use when we're traveling, because this one is a bit trickily, zoomed out.
Yeah, you can't see it really, can you?
Yeah.
You could probably just get a map of Wales, and then that'd be fine.
Oreo, mate. Chillax a bit.
He wants to be on the podcast too.
He is, but you don't need to break things to be on the podcast. Although with these things, man, yeah, you're right. Maybe not OS maps, the detailed ones, just a Wales map might be enough. Because if you make a mistake and you end up here, like, it doesn't make that much of a difference.
No, as long as we're going north.
We're going north for quite a while.
The Peak District. Yeah, I like to think I've got a good sense of direction, but we'll see how well it goes on the day.
And then I need to check the route for the Snowdon Ultra, so we know kind of what we're going. Snowdon Ultra. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. Do our own route. Ultra 50. But wait, 50 miles? No, we're doing 50K.
50K.
Races. Oh wait, they have just a 50 mile. Yeah, we're not doing 50 miles.
What's it? 50 miles?
Yeah.
Not 50K.
Yeah.
So what's the route?
Let's see.
Because we could just run up the main path and see how long that is, and maybe just run around the lake at the bottom.
It says so it's for these things. Like there's 3 things we need. We need the map and when and where. Like what more do you need? Turn up, pay, map. It says it's on the Snowdonia Slate Trail. Let's see that. I think that's like at the bottom. Slate Trail. 83-mile trail takes you on a journey back
Slate Trail.
to when Snowdonia was the center of the slate industry.
Is it on the Slate Trail?
Yeah, there it is.
There's lots of slate out there. The lake and that's really nice.
But does that go to the top? Oh wait, Bangor. That's
Banger.
wait, that's too big. Yeah, that's not gonna be it.
What's that?
See, that's all the way to Bangor or whatever. Like we just want to stay within the Snowdon, like in the mountain.
Where's Banger?
Oh, I thought I saw someone. I think on the Zoom. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, right.
Bangor.
They do nice pizza with Banger.
No. You've been to Bangor to eat pizza?
Yeah. My ex-partner used to go uni out there.
Oh.
And then every time I used to go to Ireland, I'd come back, I'd go back to Dublin and go back that way just so I could get a pizza.
and to go to Bangor to Bangor.
I know she wasn't there then.
Go to Bangor to Bangor.
Banger, yeah.
Oh. Actually, April there might be still snow on Snowdon at the top.
No. No chance.
I know it's the
April.
UK and it's like really 1,000-meter hill.
It's a mountain.
It's not a mountain. Like actually, let's Google this. Honestly, I bet you it doesn't fit the criteria for a mountain.
It does. It does fit the criteria.
Did we check it?
Mountain. I think we checked, didn't we?
Official.
About what is an official mountain, and it's like
mountain. Wikipedia.
yeah, if it looks like this, it said.
No. Pointing your hands up does not make a peak. Volcano style. Definition. There is no universally accepted definition of mountain, but I mean, come on, tell us. Release. Elevation, volume, relief, steepness, spacing, and continuity have been used as criteria. The Oxford English Dictionary off. That's a bad definition. That's
Is it?
Defined as a natural elevation of the Earth's surface rising more or less abruptly. Yeah, but there's got to be something for classification. Oh, the UN Environmental Programme's definition of mountainous environment. That's, it's arbitrary, but fuck it. It's the UN. The following. So class 1, 4,500 meters.
4,500 meters.
So that's like the top. So like class 7, isolated, like the lowest one. Isolated inner basins of plateaus, then elevation between 300 meters and wait, so where does it stand? Oh. Honestly, I'm not just being disrespectful, but it's not a mountain. I know a mountain. I want to see one. When does a hill become a mountain? Adventure.com. The most biased search on my behalf. According to the dictionary. Yeah, you know what? Let's drop this. If we're looking to the dictionary, that's like when people have lost all sense of perspective. But what would be a good definition for what is a mountain?
Something that's pointy.
Yeah, but that's too vague.
No, a good definition of a mountain is it is like loads of rocks pointing upwards and it's massive, not a fucking little slope like this.
I guess the thing is,
Something to make sure you're like that. Whoa. I think that's the definition of a mountain.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Then you can actually climb it. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It should have climbing compulsory. So if you can just walk
It's not really
all over it, it's not a mountain. So if
people
it has like
people go to Penny Fan and then post it all over Instagram, don't they?
no.
There's a little path up the side.
If there is a slope that you can, at least one slope that you can
Yeah.
only climb with like ropes and like do proper climbing, then it's gotta be becoming a mountain. Obviously, there will be exceptions with hills that just have like a face or a rock.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what
I think when you can't walk up with it without having to like use your hands, then it's a mountain.
In addition, with just having to be a certain size, which Snowden is.
Well, it's the second biggest we got, so we're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, but
Anyway, did you find how far the track was?
yeah, but that's like this one's too long.
Let's have a look at the Snowdon walk a minute.
We'll just do how many times to the top until we do 50K. Do a few.
Up and down.
It needs to be difficult.
It says it'll take 5 to 7 hours to walk.
Yeah, but that's for the people who get on the train.
It's pretty annoying how it doesn't actually tell you the mileage.
Seriously. I just don't want to be on the computer, man, because it's like my eyes. Yeah. I'm not gonna sleep after.
You've been on it for all day, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god, that's not even that far, mate.
What is it? Yeah, going up is not.
It's only like 15k.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to do a few up and downs.
We can't do it up and down, up and down.
Why?
We'd have to do that'd be then 60k.
So if it's 15, we need to do it. All right, yeah, up and down, up and down.
Obviously, you can walk down, or like whenever you finish the 50k, you can stop.
I guess one of the first ones we do like on a smaller hill, but we'll leave that for when we get the Welsh map, more detailed one. Maybe we do need an OS map for Snowdon.
I don't know if I could run back down, and then have to run up it again.
No, we're gonna not do it at the same route. Of course, we're gonna go attack one side and then go down.
Okay.
We'll do it like like how the mountain is like to the top, but we'll run on the one side on the up and then down, and then on surrounded on the other side and down, something like that.
Yeah.
Boy, all of the Lexies, I love you so much. I love you.
See, the other thing is, where are we going to camp when we go?
Definitely not at the top.
Well, see, that's I know it's quite bad, but you will have an amazing view when you wake up.
Oh yeah.
Of the sun coming up.
Well, if we want to be planning for, preparing for shitty conditions, that is a way. But I guess we need to be really prepared. We do need to do a first aid course if we're staying in the mountains. What for? Because
come on, we're men.
Yeah, we're men.
We know.
That's why men are prepared.
What are you going to do? Get your plasters and stick them on my car.
Just to just to know who to call on Snowdon when
the ranger.
Yeah. Ghostbusters. Yeah, you're gonna be an adventurer too. Putting you on a basket. Should I get one of those baskets for the bike and get him in the front? We used to joke with Lewis, our first cat, that we would get him like a sidecar. He'll do like
not really.
Goggles.
You should definitely get a sidecar. Wait,
can you get a sidecar for a bike? because normally they're at the front.
Wow.
It would be cute if it's like on the
The only
side.
ones that I've ever seen is they are by the side, but it's like it's fully attached to the bike. Like
Yeah.
it is the bike, like just the frame, just
Yeah.
welded on. Do you know what I mean?
It's like a small bike.
Yeah, people do actually do racing on them, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, with their kids.
I think it's like an adult thing.
What? What? Not one behind the other. Onto
There's
the
a
side.
bloke riding the bike,
Yeah.
and then there's like a little bit where the bloke stands on the side, little
Yeah.
metal thing, and there's a bar that he holds onto, and there he's like leaning down like.
Oh yeah, I've seen those motorbikes, but not with like.
It's not a
cycles.
motorbike, it's a push bike.
Is it?
Push bike, isn't it?
I don't know, but I remember there was a game like that on PlayStation.
Oh, is there?
We used to be fucking good at it. I used to love playing the sidecar guy because it was more crucial. Because then, yeah, he has to use his body weight to not flip over.
Maybe it is a motorbike, and I'll get confused then.
Well, if there is a bike one,
I'm
we're
pretty sure
definitely
there's
buying a bike like that and competing.
Yeah.
Speaking of bikes, I lost my helmet.
Did you?
Yeah, I forgot it in Patagonia, I thought, but it wasn't there. Mate, today I went back to the bike and saw that I left my gloves on the bike. They were all soaking wet. Well, the side effect of having too much to do and ADHD. Sometimes hilarious. Sometimes not. I fucking lost my Santa Claus jacket, you know, the cool one that I had, like the red one with like the little snow things.
You lost it?
No idea where the fuck it is. I think it's in Shropshire. But
Yeah.
again, you win some, you lose some. Unending well of energy, but I don't know when it's gonna hit and I don't know when it's gonna crash. That's the. But so the one thing to know is during the challenge, if I ever have a meltdown and I tell you to leave me alone, it's not because of whatever. I literally know how long it takes to get better. And I like when I have the meltdown, it actually chillaxes me and then I move on.
Yeah.
I've become a specialist in fucking breaking down, crying.
Yeah, if you start kicking off a bit, I'm gonna say something and it's probably gonna make you worse. Like when you started kicking off at me that time, when we went to Cheddar Gorge, I was like, no, it's this way, and you're like, no, it's this way, and you started shouting at me.
Well, you were being a bit too pushy. I was wrong. I was wrong, but okay. Sure. Oh, let's see. Yeah, because some of that would happen. That's the kind of stuff we probably could practice for. We can do what Dave Goggins does. He intentionally goes dehydrated to run and things like that to put himself in the situation. But it's like, think about it when you practice for the
Yeah,
work.
but he's bloody nuts.
Yeah.
He's got like he wants to like make his heart rate go crazy. He wants to do loads of stuff. Like he's been in that situation for ages, isn't he? I don't think we need to go dehydrated into anything. He wants to get a buzz, don't he? Been there, done that. Probably doing something right now, isn't he?
Think so? I mean, yeah. He's that kind of guy. I don't have that killer mentality, but I can switch on and like then go for a long time.
Yeah.
Like because my plan was to be able to do 100 kilometers by the age of 40, but I did it at 33. That was all lockdown, by the way, because I was like, I've got nothing to lose, so I might as well push it a bit quicker. And I tried to do 100K on my own. I ended up 87, you know, passing out almost after taking a shit. And then I had to drag myself home because immediately I'd fallen asleep. It was interesting. Yes. You know, after almost passing out to then still run another 5K.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now.
But that's the difficulty I've faced. I haven't had like big major fuck ups, like, you know, people hallucinate.
Yeah.
Actually, well, if we sleep well, if we take breaks, we're not gonna hallucinate.
I think we'll sleep like, quite well, 8 hours.
If you don't sleep, that's when you get them. So I talked to that guy that's gonna be coming on my podcast. He's done like a 5-day. He researched resilience. So he's interested in that shit. He said his hallucinations are always positive, like people cheering him on.
No,
I'm
yeah.
like, I know mine aren't gonna be.
Oh, I'd love to have some hallucinations.
If
Right?
they're anything like some of my dreams. Honestly, mate, was it yesterday or today? I swear I was dreaming that I'm like trying to figure out how to operate an avatar. Like, you know, like an avatar. And then
Yeah.
I woke up. I was like, I'm not gonna think about this.
Yeah.
Oh, are we getting quite done?
I think we are.
I
Yeah.
think we are. We're trying shit. Cool. It's been lovely. We'll see how we keep planning this.
Yeah.
I think it'll be cool to do it on Wednesday. Do you know what we might do? Once we get comfy, I'm thinking we've got the mobile mics. We can go different places.
It is mobile.
Yeah, this is all just like, you know.
Do you like?
just put it
Oh,
on
you
the
still got to
laptop.
plug it into the laptop.
Plug it into the laptop.
Yeah.
But...
So that got power to last like ages.
Oh, I'm not thinking like proper go out wild, which you could do actually.
Oh, you
as
mean
well.
going into like a place?
Yeah.
A bar,
Or
or
like a
something
bar,
like
whatever,
that,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've asked the Kumba Center there in St. Paul's.
The Cumber Centre.
Yeah. Mate, this is not recorded.
Not recorded.
Oh no, at least this one isn't, but the Teams one should be. Yeah, Teams is recording. That's good. Stop recording. We did an hour and